Hey everyone, and welcome back to Flex. I'm Jeanette Eergaard, your presenter for Flex. With me in the studio is Steffi Brink, wellness coach, influencer, actor, entrepreneur, everything in one. It's like, where does it end, Steffi?
Thanks, Janet, for having me.
It's always a
Firstly,
pleasure.
it's amazing to be here on Namibian soil.
Yeah, no, it's good to see you.
Yeah, like I said, I grew up in Namibia.
Yeah.
We went to the same high school as I just heard
Yes,
earlier.
Jan Morians.
Jan Morians. I was a teacher after I studied there for not a teacher, like a sport organizer.
Yeah.
But all I can say is I'm so thankful to God for being fearless. That's why I can say that I've explored different avenues with regards to the entrepreneurial mindset.
No, our path isn't always clear like we thought it would be. It always branches out into different things. But it's lovely to see you.
You too.
But so where did your love for sport come from, and your whole wellness journey?
So I grew up in Otjiwarongo, very small town,
Yeah.
because I'm in Joburg now, so it's like
Much bigger.
yeah. So I've got an older brother. He's like 14 months older than me, and he kind of groomed me for the world.
Okay.
Saying like, I started competing since the age of 6. When we were in grade 1, I started competing. So for me, it was more than just sport. It was a lifestyle. It was a knowing. It was how I expressed myself as a kid.
Yeah.
It was what I did in my off time. When other people watched TV, I would go to the sports field. And I was my happiest. I still am my happiest in the
gym
playground,
more.
on the playground,
Definitely.
in the gym. Yeah.
And you were always one of the star athletes at Jan Moor. Yeah. But no.
I'm glad my name also.
Yeah, they're
I've got
at
it there.
what? Yeah, those big
Sports,
sportswomen of the year. Yeah.
Thank God.
But do you miss those days as a fitness instructor and, a sports coach?
To be honest, after I tore my ACL, my cruciate ligaments, last year after I did Survivor, it was a bit difficult for me because I couldn't do things that I usually did as an athlete, like jumps.
Yes.
So when I look back, I miss being a professional athlete, but it's like seasons. You morph into something different. So now I'm happy to be a coach.
Yeah.
I get to pass on the baton and to see the other people flourish.
Yeah,
So
definitely.
I don't regret transitioning, but I do miss it.
I know that you were also a bodybuilder, professional bodybuilder.
Yes, I was.
So that was
short-lived though.
But wasn't that training hectic, like
The
morning
diet.
and afternoon and yeah?
The diet was hectic, dieting. I was in a very strict calorie deficit, and yeah, I kind of, after I did Arnold's, I placed third at Arnold's, and I was upset. Other people were happy, but because I'm super competitive, I was a bit upset because I worked so hard placing third because first place was always
Your goal.
my goal.
Yeah.
And after that, I kind of vowed against dieting. And now I'm here, and I have to get back into being a fitness model because it's my trade. So I have to suck it up. But I don't like the mundane exercises, the aesthetics training. I like more compound movements where you do jumps and you do squats and you do deadlifts, like the Olympic lifting. I like training with free weights more than, let's do a bicep curl, let's do a hammer curl, let's do calf raises, like the individual target muscle groups, training that. But it's important if you like to build shoulders, you have to dedicate a workout entirely to that muscle group. So it's it's amazing to say that I could gain that skill set on top of the professional training.
Yeah, and it's always fun to explore different avenues in exercising. Yeah, and you've been in South Africa for quite some time. It's like he's not a burger there, so.
Yeah.
But how has that been? I mean, after you won Miss Namibia in 2015, it's like after that, you went that side and.
It was a heavy anticlimax because I was established here in Namibia.
Yeah.
And now I became, after moving to South Africa, I became someone's wife, like a celebrity's wife.
Yes.
So I kind of had to work my way up to where I am now. And, it's very competitive because the population Namibia is a fraction compared to the population size.
In South Africa.
And the climate in the sports, it's very competitive, or in the fitness industries, let me say that, and entertainment industry as well. People are fighting for the top spot, especially in Johannesburg. It's the city of gold. Everyone goes there to find their piece of gold. But I must say, resilience is what you need to make it in life.
Yeah, no, definitely. And just to push forward, and not care about what's going around you, but just focus on your end goal. But that's awesome, Steffi. We will go into a quick break, and then we will be back again with Steffi Brink. So we're back again with Steffi Brink. Steffi, always a pleasure. So we're just going to go into your workouts and what you prefer. So what exercise regime or discipline do you like?
To be honest, for me, as a wellness coach, it's important to if I could give advice with regards to training to the people out there, like the novice, I would say you can't compare yourself to someone else because your journey is your journey. And if you haven't trained for 5 years and you would like to start training, it's important to first do the fundamentals. Make sure your flexibility is in order.
Yeah.
Make sure you can do air squats before you pick up a barbell. For me, I am very, like I said, the gym is my playground.
Yeah.
So I like stuff that's multi-jointed, like the Bulgarian deadlifts, like overhead squats, squats, stuff that really excites me when I walk into the gym. But what I can say is the thing that I've picked up in South Africa with regards to bodybuilding.
Yes.
There's a certain set of training exercises that you need to do in order to look aesthetically pleasing. So I can't do too many deadlifts, otherwise I'll be strong, but I won't look like a model.
Yes.
So it's about balancing it out. If you train 5 days a week, make sure 2 days are dedicated to building yourself aesthetically, and then the other days you can do your cardiovascular fitness. You can do jumps just to get the plyometrics going.
Yes.
Because if you don't have soos wat ek nou sê plofkrag in Afrikaans.
Yeah.
If you don't, as jy nie plofkrag het nie, then you become slow. and when you become slow, your muscle fibers kind of changes.
Yeah.
So I like to do sprints. So I'm busy. I've recently started cycling as well. Putt fits, very mundane.
Yeah, but it's hectic though, eh?
It's hectic, sitting on a bike for 4 hours. It's hectic. It really, that's something that because I'm a sprinter, it's something that really challenges me to shift my focus.
Yeah.
Like I always said I wanted to run a marathon one day, or I still want to run a marathon one day. And you can't do that if you don't have mental toughness. And with the cycling, it definitely teaches you.
It does, eh?
Yeah.
Because I mean that's a different level of fitness as well. So yeah. But you studied to become, or you studied fitness.
I studied sports science.
You studied sports science.
Yeah.
So do you like set up or do your own workout plan and everything yourself?
Yes, in the past I tried out training people online. So I had online clients, but it was a schlep because you can't, like, I like the tangible, like the physical contact, so that I can speak to you. I see what your mood is today. If you had a bad day at work, then I won't go as hard on you. So I don't like setting up a fixed program for you, but rather have a flexible program. So I don't know if you, I was a part of the under-20s rugby strength and conditioning. I was the coach while I was still Miss Namibia. And I always said to myself that I was only going to train pro athletes. But I think that's a bit selfish, because people need help. People need help when it comes to wellness, because they are uneducated. People hate training because they've been doing the wrong types of training. In the last 3-4 months, I studied a new course. I'm very vocal about my spiritual beliefs. Jesus is my Alpha and Omega. And I don't know if you have done yoga and all of the,
Yeah, I just touched on it.
You just touched on it. Yes. And because I love stretching, and I like, the fact that it teaches you to breathe. Because sometimes we forget to breathe in our daily, you're so tensed, you breathe shallow. And that's why I liked yoga. But I didn't know the implications that came with yoga, or comes with yoga, for my belief. You can't say it's just training, because it's not just training.
No, it's not just training, definitely
Yoga it's an act of worship.
Yeah.
And for a Christian to do yoga and not know that you are actually offering your body as a living sacrifice to other gods and not Jesus was an eye-opener. So I had a friend that sent me a link, and she was like, try this out, because I know you like doing stretches and stuff. And I also wanted, it was in my sphere of scope, to really do something where you can worship God while training, because everything's interlinked, your mind, body, and soul, and you can't separate one from the other. Otherwise, you won't be a holistic,
holistic being. Yes, yeah.
So I started studied a short course in praise moves, which is a Christian alternative to yoga.
Okay.
So you have postures where with every posture there's a scripture that goes along. So I'm busy building my fitness ministry, if you can call that.
No, but that's awesome, actually.
It'll blow your mind, because the euphoric feeling when you walk out of a yoga class. That is sometimes when I walked out of a yoga class, I felt drunk. You know, it's like this euphoria. You feel, oh, you're just in a
Yeah, you're in that
in a
zone.
daze.
Yes.
And with this, you actually feel lighter. It's like the shoulders, the burdens, the yokes, with every, because you know the things that you struggle with personally, and it's an opportunity to have fellowship with your maker. It's beautiful.
No, definitely.
So I've got 2 friends that are pregnant at this given point in time, and one of them, there's a course, a section that's dedicated to pregnant maternity, you know, prenatal praise moves. That's what they call it, and where you get the opportunity, because a baby's ear starts developing at 18 weeks. So now you have an opportunity to basically minister to your unborn baby and instilling good affirmations and,
Yes.
you know, just resetting your day. It's quite wonderful.
Well, it does sound amazing. Like I saw on your Instagram about it, but like now that you're explaining it, it's
I
like
must take you for a session.
I think so too. I mean, you should do the session.
Yeah.
Did you finish the course then?
I did. I'm a qualified CPI,
Oh,
or certified praise move instructor.
Oh, that's great. You briefly touched on your wellness journey and everything, and you said that obviously God and, you know, wellness, those 3, body, mind, spirit, soul and spirit, that's part of your wellness journey, and you can't separate it. So would you say then that is, you know, having God in your workouts and everything is a great part of your wellness journey then?
You see, I'm going to go a bit deeper into my personal journey. I've always been a very competitive athlete. And when your gift, when your gift is a gift and it stands out, you can sometimes, the gift can become your God.
Yeah.
You know, and I had to go through phases where I had to you know, experience loss. It's insane how God kind of reformed and transformed my entire outlook on sport. So yes, mind, body, and spirit, there's no way that I can separate mind, body, and soul. There's no way that I can separate one from the other, because imagine you are a CEO of a company, right? And you are unfit. Most CEOs resort to different type of things like drugs and all of that. Like let's say it, let's call a spade a spade. Because they're running low on energy. And what training does is it gives you resilience when it comes to your mental, you know, you can think for longer because physically you switched on, you fit, and you've got, so you can't separate one from the other. People that do kingdom work, you know, pastors and all of that, they think life is just about the
God,
spirit. It's just about God, but no. You can't say, Lord, fix my body. You have to
Lord,
put
heal
the
me.
work in, and you have to show people that you actually honor your temple, because this is your living temple. This is the house. You can't escape from your body, and if you don't treat your body with respect, you're not gonna live long. I don't want to say that, but
it's the truth. Or you'll be more susceptible to other diseases.
Yes.
Yeah. What can we expect from you more in the future? What can we expect from Steffi Brink next year?
Okay, so I've done Survivor.
Yes, you've done Survivor.
I'll
I was
probably-
rooting for you. I was like, really? No. Reshoot the whole season.
I'll probably do it again, should they ask me.
But will they like?
No, I don't know. You know, you.
So you're not
you never
allowed to
know.
enter again after you.
No, you're not allowed to enter, so they have to ask you to come back.
Like invite.
Yes. You have to get a personal invite, which you form part of our show again. And like I said, I've got unfinished business on the island. But yeah, at the end of the day, I'm growing. I'm getting back into coaching people. So I would really, it's my goal and aim for 2021 to really transform and inspire as many people as I can to live healthy and just reshift, you know, like, because we're fighting depression, like it's a global depression, financially, personally, people are going through loss. People are dying, man, because COVID is a real thing, you know, and in these trying times, I think it's important for us to just shift our focus and look to the light. But yeah, I've got a few things up my sleeve. I want to return to the modeling industry. So it's sports, modeling, and then hopefully I can be a mother soon. I'm also looking forward to that. And then obviously the entertainment industry. So
yeah, you
series here,
super that's right. What's the thing's name again? The rugby show.
Yeah, Getrouwd met Rugby.
Getrouwd met Rugby, but that was just like a short appearance.
It was just cool actor. Just
but did you enjoy that? The whole acting, everything.
It was hectic because what you see here when you look at a show, you think it's just the two people there, but there's a boom swinger, there's a cameraman, there's a director, there's a there's an entire crowd watching, and you have to perform. You have to know your lines, you have to remember what you're supposed to say, and you have to perform. It's not as easy as people think.
I don't think it's easy at all, though.
And then you have, like I had, 10, 11 scenes in one day. Sure. You know, it's some scenes back to back, so now you have to know your dialogue and you have to perform. And I wasn't ready. When I walked in there, I was like, oh my goodness. Now this whole environment is so overwhelming, and you forget your lines. So it's difficult, you know, when you are on the outside. When you walk in there, it's a totally different ball game. It's not like the track.
Yeah, I can only imagine.
You can't just pick up. You have to kind of realign. Creativity, like, you know, it's a beautiful craft, but it also requires work.
A lot of energy and work, eh? No, but it's actually awesome. Is there anything you want to leave us with, a health tip for, like,
Drink water.
Yes, and mind your business.
Drink water. 2 liters of water. I know it's stupid, but if you have a bottle of water walking around, just do it. Because when you feel thirsty, you're already dehydrated. And portion control.
Yes.
Everything in moderation. Don't eat too much and eat slower. Chew your food. We never chew our food. I was in a hostel, a boarding school, and there was a time limit. You had to eat your food, because if you don't finish your food, you're gonna stay behind. But as an adult, don't do that. Chew your food so that it can digest. Help your body digest the food. Don't let your body have to
suffer for those nutrients.
The junk and and if you have to eat, if you are an emotional eater, don't resort to food, because if you if you can admit that you are an emotional eater. That's the start to a different mindset.
Yes.
But I would say, allow yourself fast food, one takeaway a week if you really must, and fried foods. Minimize fried foods.
Definitely. Thank you so much, Steffi. But I think this whole show was a health tip for anybody that's watching that listened to, I mean, your wellness journey and all the aspects that just makes you a more complete being. But yeah,
Janet, what I've realized is we need to get to know. You have to get to know yourself. We kind of expect other people to do the fixing for us. That's why I get a personal trainer. That's why I go see a pastor. That's why I go see a psychologist. We constantly want other people to fix our problems. And I think it's time to take ownership of who we are as a being and not separate health from wealth, because health is wealth.
Definitely. Lovely. That's Steffi Brink, everybody. And Steffi, thank you again.
Thanks.
It's awesome having you on the show. We'll see you hopefully again.
Praise moves. I dare you.
I accept the challenge. I accept the challenge.
100%.
We'll see you guys in the next Flex episode, and bye.
Go far with Paratus. Go further with Paratus Fiber. Paratus, offering high-speed, reliable fiber connectivity, starting from only 620 Namibian dollars per month. Unlimit your lifestyle and visit na.paratus.africa for more information.